All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? It says Miss Marcie, and I am here. It's almost the weekend, and I am here. I'm here to talk with you guys. We got a few things we got to get into. We got to talk about what the hell is going on with this whole Airbnb type situation. What? And what's going on? I heard something about an outbreak of meningitis. Oh my gosh, it's always something. But we're gonna get into that and to some other things as well. But let's go ahead and get into this intro, please.
Welcome to another episode of Conversations with Miss Marcie.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Conversations with Miss Marcie. I am Miss Marcie, here to give you what you like the most, my conversation. Let me stop. So it is almost the weekend, and I'm so glad, okay, because this has been I ain't gonna say it's been a long week, but my goodness, I'm just glad it's almost over. I think that's fair. So anyway, let me go ahead and get into this reflection for the day before we get started. All right, it says, don't ever worry about people who don't worry about you. I know that's right. Yes. You know, it goes back to what I say. I mean, hell, I'll never put more energy into a motherfucker that don't put enough energy into me. The same energy you put into me, I'm gonna put into you. And that's just real talk. I mean, that ain't even about being petty or being tick for tack. But hey, it's what it is. What it is. So anyway, okay, I was reading somewhere that there's been well, first of all, let me back up before I even get into that. Are y'all gonna tune in to the verses tonight with Omarion and Mario? I think I'm gonna have to check that out. So verses is back, man. I ain't seen a verses in forever. I didn't even know Pimp C and not Pimp C, I'm sorry. UGK. That's the group he was with, UGK. It was Pimp C and Bun B. So UGK and Outkast did a verses, and I missed that. I missed that one. I'm gonna be honest, I ain't been keeping up with verses for real. I just kind of been catching it in the wind, like, oh, okay. But I happened to see that I saw the the little promo for Omarion and Mario. Well, East Coast say Mario, we say Mario, okay? So I saw that one for them, and I actually like both of them, so it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. Just if I'm not doing anything else, I got a lot of other stuff I need to get to for real. But I'll try to check it out because I do like both of them. So that should be cool to see. And so yeah, I don't know. But do they have? I mean, I ain't trying to be funny. I like Mario, but do we have enough hits? I mean, for real, because y'all know, to me, Mario's kind of like what's his name? Tyreek. You know, Tyrese. I said Tyreek. Oh my gosh, Tyrese. Okay. How you gonna act like that? Oh my gosh. You know what? I was playing that the other day. Oh, along with a few other hits from the early 2000s or whatever. Oh, that was the shit too. How you gonna change it up? We just finished makeup. How you gonna act like that? Oh my gosh. He's like Tyrese to me. He's one of those people, Mario. He's one of those people who he don't really make a lot of music often, but when he does, he come with some hits, you know. So, but I just, because Omarion has, I think, more of a catalog. I mean, it's a good matchup, I think, in terms of the music and the style of music, but I'm just not sure that Mario has, contributed to enough hits over the years. I mean, because you got to think, too, Omarion even goes back to B2K. But we'll see how it plays out. I guess we just got to see. I don't know. So, yeah, speaking of concerts and stuff and entertainment, one of my good girlfriends, y'all know Aaliyah to the show, friend to the show, she actually sent me a flyer for a concert coming up in October. It's going to be in Atlanta. And it looks like we might have to go check that one out. We just might have to go. Who's on that ticket? It was some good people. Well, but they had Lauryn Hill on the ticket. Child, please. And I was like, man, please. This was posted on the Shade Room, actually. And I was like, now they know. They know good and well Lauryn Hill is not going to be showing up to nobody's concert. I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, we love Lauryn Hill. You know what? I was playing her song. I was playing some of her music the other day, too. You know how you be cleaning up or whatever, and I turned it on YouTube, and I was playing all the old music or whatever. And I was playing that Lauryn Hill. It's amazing how Lauryn Hill's first album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill? Actually, I used to have that album back in the day. And Lauryn Hill is still riding the wave off of that. Like, that is a fucking classic ass album. Especially with the Case of the X? No matter how I think we grow, you always seem to let me know it ain't working. Oh, toxic ass relationship. But yes, Lauryn Hill was the girl, like, for real. Yeah, but it's just a shame that she's known for not showing up and shit, you know? But, okay, so on this ticket is Lil Baby, Jasmine Sullivan, Rick Ross, Gucci Mane, Jeezy, Ashanti and Ja Rule, City Girls, Beanie Man, Tim's, Jagged Edge, Blue, Victoria Monet, Lupe Fiasco, Larry June, Maya, and Saucy Santana. Now, here's my thing. When it's a lot of... Oh, it said Mrs. Lauryn Hill at the very bottom. Special performance by Miss Lauryn Hill. Now, there's a lot of other people listed on here, too, like... It says Wayne Wonder, Cranium, Red Rat, DeMarco, and more. Rich Homie Quan, Young Dro, Rocco, Pastor Troy, surprise guests. And then it's Juvenile, Dougie Fresh, and the Chuck Brown Band. Tweet, Cray, 7th Streeter, Ty Tribbett, Tank and the Bangers, Bilal, Phony People. Oh, hold on. Phony People, Alex Isley, Kenneth Wallum, all these people. Now, my only thing with a ticket like this is it's called One Music Fest, October 8th through to October 9th in Central Park, Atlanta, Georgia. Now, only thing about when it's like a long list like that, I'd be kind of wondering, is everybody really gonna show up? I don't know. There's a lot of people, but hey, we'll see. Shit, I'll go for both days. I sure will, but that's in October. Anyway. So yeah, we'll have to check that out. All right, so anyway, let me get into it. So I read somewhere there's a outbreak of meningitis. Meningococcal is the proper term for it. Meningococcal. Okay. It says 7 people have died amid one of the worst meningitis outbreaks in U.S. history. The CDC is urging people to get vaccinated. That's crazy. It says the disease outbreak has killed at least 7 people in Florida and sickened 26. Okay. It has sickened 26 people. Oh my gosh. It's basically the bacteria that causes the illness. The bacteria that causes the illness infects the lining of the brain and spinal cord. It spreads by very close contact, like kissing, fever, headache. No, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. It spreads by very close contact, like kissing. Period. Okay. Fever, headache, and a stiff neck are the most common symptoms. Okay, that was courtesy of that was on the Insider. So, oh my gosh, that is just so. They're saying that the CDC is calling the deadly spread one of the worst outbreaks of the meningococcal disease amongst the gay and bisexual men in U.S. history. Health officials are urging people in Florida who may be at risk to go get vaccinated as soon as possible. Oh, now y'all don't be talking about that's that gay people disease. Y'all remember what's that one? The mono. Remember mono? Do people still get that shit? That was the kissing disease back in the day. I never had that shit. Yeah. So anybody, be careful out there. Kissing and shit and no. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I'm just like tripping off that. So, so yeah, so that's what's going on with that. So y'all be careful out there, okay? Not too much hugging, too much. I mean, it's always something, okay? It's always something. Now, first we got to deal with the COVID shit. That ain't even going out we ain't out the woods with that yet. You know what I'm saying? We still got that going on. Then they coming with this meningitis shit. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, folks might just need to go back to staying in the house. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It's always something. Then you got monkeypox, okay? It's just too much. Just too much going on. All right, so let me get into this other story. So now this was crazy as hell, okay? A woman sublets a home in her house on the Airbnb and catches hell from the disrespectful squatter. So basically, this woman had rented out an extra room in her house. Basically, she went on vacation, and her whole purpose was to rent out the. She was subleasing her one of her rooms to help get her mortgage paid off, fast or whatever. Because y'all know this. I wanted to talk about this because y'all know that whole Airbnb industry it's a phenomenon. It has actually taken over pretty much hotels and shit. Me personally, I don't even like to stay in hotels no more. I actually prefer Airbnb because it's like an Airbnb is cozy. It gives you that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll stay in a hotel. Don't get it twisted. But I actually don't mind an Airbnb. First of all, it's cheaper. Of course, we always want to, go, do something that's more, cheaper or whatever. Especially when we're traveling and stuff. But it's like it's like the home away from home. It gives you that cozy feel. You can just you can go to the grocery store and cook. Because when I'm on vacation, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have to go out to eat the whole time I'm on vacation. If I'm on a 7-day vacation, 5-day vacation, I'm not going out to. I'm not going out to eat on all of those days. I mean, I'm just not. I mean, I'm not gonna. I might go out a few times, during that week. I've got to do breakfast somewhere. I'm a breakfast loving bitch, honey. I love me some breakfast now. But, I'm definitely going to go do breakfast somewhere a few times out of the week. I'm definitely going to go do dinner. But, like, when it comes to lunch or something like that, I don't mind going to the grocery store and just cooking in the Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind doing that. So, yeah. But, yeah, so it's just there's a lot of pros to an Airbnb. Owning one and actually staying in one. Now, though, it's like I said, it's become a very popular thing to do, and a lot of people are getting into it, especially I know too, with me being in real estate, a lot of people are definitely getting into the Airbnb game because it is a great way to make passive income. So yeah, and it's so funny because Airbnb, the whole idea was actually started back in 2008, I believe. It was by some college students. Actually, they were in college and they were, just average. I mean, they were just, regular guys, So basically, in 2007, Brian Chesky and Joe Gabia, they were broke and looking to raise money to make their rent in San Francisco. They decided to rent out air mattresses in their apartment to attendees of a conference. So basically, there was a conference going on. They said, hey, these two guys said, hey, we'll rent out our apartment to you guys. And like I said, everybody's always looking to save money or make a quick buck, So the conference attendees, they, because all the hotels were booked. So, of course, this was appealing to them. I hope they had a nice apartment, too, though. Now, that's one thing now. I don't like staying nowhere that ain't nice. I mean, it makes you uncomfortable. I don't care whose house it is. I don't care if it's an Airbnb. I don't care if it's a friend's house. I don't care if it's relative. I don't care. I'm not staying out of town somewhere and the house ain't. Anyway, so they rented out their apartment to these conference attendees, like I said, because the hotels were booked, and they called their service air bed and breakfast. So for those of y'all who didn't know what the B&B stood for, it's the bed and breakfast. Okay, so but little unbeknownst to these two guys, that in a few years this small experiment was going to create the hotel industry disruptor, Airbnb. And so it ended up being like this privately held company with a third co-founder, Nathan Blasherzik. I just butchered his last name. Okay, he came on board. Now it lists more than 3 million lodgings in nearly 200 countries. It is worth $31 billion, more than the Hiltons, the Wyndham combined, and closing in on the Marriott. So this is $1 billion. You know what? I wish I had thought of something like that. Oh man. Woo wee.
Hey, thanks so much for listening. That's it for now. To finish listening to the rest of this podcast, go on over to Anchor, Spotify, iHeart, Apple, and any other podcast platform.